Welcome everyone, here it's Metu for the commentary, past commentary of my playoff games, or game. You don't know how many games there are going to be, so you'll see in the video, haha. But yeah, I took quite some time between the two because I had lots of stuff to deal with in real life. And yeah, so I'm really happy to be able to record today. So yeah, we're gonna go with a bit of context. The match you're gonna see here is a rematch against Secret because we faced I don't know the team anymore, but I faced him again. If you remember, it was like the stall player, and I was kind of expecting to face another stall team again, but because it was like at the beginning of the Pokemon Home meta, like you're not gonna see the date of it, but it was played on it was played beginning of June, so 1 month ago, 1 month and a half ago, approximately. Um, Whoa, sorry for that. You're used to it, you know what it is. So, yeah. So the team was the meta game was like completely changed at that time. There was new things. The store was still an option for him to play because there was summoning Mon and stuff. And as you could see, he didn't bring a stall at all. And I was like really prepared to face the stall team. I was like I brought some of the weapons I didn't have in the available in our first game to deal with stall, and he didn't stall. But the team was like prepared for stall and face other things as well. Um, so I was kind of um, took off guard by that because as I said, I was really expecting to play another stall, and he didn't bring another stall. You see, he has monster as Sneasler, Gear, that damn Zamazenta bitch, and the Urshifu Water as well. So really scary team, like more so bulky offense team. The Dragapult could be as well, really clearly annoying depending on the set. It could be fancy, special like specs, maybe when you look at the team, maybe like just screens as well. Yeah, so the matchup was kind of hard for me, but I got a pretty decent team as well. We got the Chin Pao that was allowed back then, like allowed again back then before being quick ban after again one afterwards. Classic boots, Chen Pao. We got my classic transit that I've been playing for years now. For people following me from 7th gen, it's the same thing, same magma trap set, max speed, some special attacks invest for the Landroses, no, and all the mounts, but like things like that, and the rest damage to HP, the magma trap, like with the magma tone, EP, and rocks. We got the Ursaluna, Flammable Saluna, classic. I think I had some speed to outspeed Skelly Dutch, if I remember correctly. We got the Salt Curl, the Salt Curl Mon Garganako, Garganachi. But yeah, sometimes it's not rocks though. It's block salt cure recover curse. And then we have Fils de Combine Crest and classic Corv, classic Corv, classic defensive Corv. I wonder if I'm not spit F on that or like mixed defense on that, but yeah, I don't have the team anymore because I played that on my old computer and not my new one, so I don't have the team, and I just try to got it by memory, and I think I'm quite good with the team. So let's go in the game. First, he's gonna lead with Oshifu. I'm gonna lead with Corvi. He's gonna go for SD turn 1. I wasn't expecting him to stay. I go for U-turn and go into Shebag. The Crest, Surge and Strike at +2 does quite a lot of damage. I'm gonna Moonlight first to get the damage. He's gonna Surge and Strike again. Because I'm Terror Ghost on Crest because it was one of the only switch into Luna at the point. And he's gonna choke here, not gonna go for a third strike in a row and thinks Jet's killed. Jet doesn't kill, and I kill the biggest threat of the team right now. One of the biggest threat in the meta and in their team. Turn 4, so I'm happy with that. But Chris is like super duper low, and it's kind of one of my win con because it was Commons, Top Power, Grass Knot, Moonlight, Chris, uh, Grass Knot being useful against stall mons like Tinglu and other stuff, doing more damage like than Ice Beam, things like. But that was like very specific. They're gonna go in the Dragapults here. I'm gonna switch out because I don't know their set, and they reveal just to go for U-turn. The damage doesn't do anything. They go into Sneasler. They're gonna go for SD. I'm gonna Terror Ghost to avoid taking a CC right off the bat, and Soul Cure to get rid of the balloon. They go for Night Slash. I go for Block. I was kind of hoping they didn't have Night Slash, but yeah, and Dioclo is gonna finish me off right off the bat. The Sneasler is at 50. They're gonna go for CC and kill my Corv, and it was kind of roll because if they were Jolly, they couldn't kill me, I think. And if they were Ada, they had a 13% chance to want to kill me. They got it at +2. They got it. I go to Chin Pao, like, yeah, and try and go for soccer. Doesn't work. I can go into Big Mama Beer here to activate my Flame Orb and try and switch into the gear, putting Volt Switch or something else, but they did the right double into the Sneasler. Sneasler is gonna go for CC. Once again here, it was gonna be a roll. We get the roll. The roll was in our favor again, I think. But like 95 was like, I think wasn't main roll, or no? I think it was like one of the highest rolls you could have get. Sorry again for the cough. But you see, we're clearly in a bad position here. They're gonna go down, but I'm gonna go down as well due to the burn. And we're 3 against 4. Pult is gonna come out, go for the reflect. Magma Storm. They go for the light screen. I go for rocks because why not go for rocks right now? Right now, I know they're that set specifically. I tried to go for Magma Storm again, but it didn't go out. Samazenta is gonna come in, go for her in defense. I'm gonna miss Magma. I couldn't do anything like I didn't have my Terra anymore, so I couldn't Terra Ghost my Crest, so it was gonna die. I kind of hoped like I Terra Ghosted the first time on the Dragapult trying to U-turn and try to help back with that because I could have calm minded up and be annoying for him, but I played like really bad because I was once again really expecting to play Stall him because Secret is definitely is known to play Stall and he got me off guard once again, but props to him. The body press gonna kill me. I try to go for the secret sword, sacred sword, sorry, but doesn't do anything with the reflect, and it's a clean sweep from Zamazenta, bitch, because, well, because because of that mainly, and that's why he got banned. Quick ban again, and that mon should have never, ever had been allowed in OU. That's my thought about that. Really frustrating game because I thought I had the tools, but I got pretty much unlucky because if I didn't get, if they didn't get the 30% chance, the 30% OHKO chance on the carve, on the Corvi, I could have just brave bird them and killed them. Yeah, it was things like that. I could have killed the Sneasler and be in a better position and not be like being able to have more months maybe at the end. Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe playing a bit aggressive because I had to because I was in the bag, but I didn't have the guts to do so. So yeah, props to him. Quick game, but intense game, and it's not over because we made it to the final, even though I lost again. So I'm 3-6 right now, I think. Oh, no, 3-5, 3-5 right now. So it was hard. I think we played like one of the first games, so my teammates, my lovely and strong teammates, caught my defeat up, and we made it to the final, and we were really happy to play the final. And up next, talking to the final, we got up. We're just gonna go dark team, the dark theme. We got the match of final. I decided to bring a team that could deal with pretty much everything. But yeah, I was pretty sure when I wouldn't play Stall because yeah, like it's a friendly team tour. Who's gonna bring Stall in final, you know? But the final was like a super duper hard matchup when you see the team because I even though I don't have the team in showdown anymore. Important. I remember the team exactly, and yeah, I could explain my team and their team, but like as you can see, it's gonna be a war of who's gonna set up their win con first and be able to win. So so yeah, the weekend for me being either Cress or Urshifu, but mainly Urshifu when you see the team because with some damage ups on Like if you get like 50-60 on Dragapult, it dies to Jet. Ishuan Gudri dies to CC. Volk, depending on if it's Terra or not, and the third type could be annoying, but mainly it's going to be their win con to set up for them. The Corv dies to after rocks to +2 Surgeon Strikes. Terra Waters to Surgeon Strike. Even without Terra, I think it dies. And the Thundi Thurian form does die to Jet at 50 or 60, something like that. And Sizzlage Edgemon, Samurott Eastern Samurott dies from CC from me. So as you can see, like the things, but like if Volk gets an opportunity to set up, I'm kind of bad depending on the set and what he runs. I'm in a bad situation because if you had Bugbuzz, I kind of forced to Terra my Crest because to Ghost my because I'm still to Ghost on Crest to Ghost Crest to be able to tank, but yeah, they could run many things. They could run Third Blast, be bulky, you know, like Volk is Volk, and at that time we the ban were not active for Urshifu and Volk. It was played like a day before the last day they were available, so it was fine using them at the point. So yeah, I'm gonna present quickly my team. We got Fat, Aloe, Mona Love, really, that can switch into many things in this meta. That can, what am I? Oh, I am Whirlpool, Wish, Helen Wish, Protect, if I remember correctly. Carmine Chris, Thought Power, Ice Beam this time, and Grass Dart would have been lovely. But Ice Beam was an option. It's still a decent option to have. And Moonlight, we have, I think it was Scarf Cat, if I remember correctly. Scarf Masquerada. U-turn, Nogfloor Trick, and Spikes, I think. I don't have the team anymore, but maybe I can find it on the Discord. Let me see. Okay, it's just gonna be like stop for a moment for you because maybe I got. Let me see. Oh no. Yeah. That was it. I was car with spikes. I found the team. That was it based. We are punching love. Shifu. SD, CC, Strikes, Jet, Jolly, and Terra Water. We are the Great Tuskers. Max Speed, Jolly, Lefties, Max Attack as well. Straight up Rocks Offensive, Quake CC, Rocks Spins. No knock, no ice spinner, so it's straight up right off the bat. And we got Among Us, Fizz Def Among Us, because Fizz Def Among Us was one of the best Winshin to Urshifu that was everywhere in the meta, and we have Clear Smoke instead of Sledge Bomb, but because Clear Smoke can prevent setup opportunities. Spore, Giga Drain, and Synthesis to gain to be able to heal without switching and such. We have Regenerate Core. We have lots of things, and yeah, the Aloe set is the Aloe set I used to play in 7th gen as well, not one of this one you see. So like one, I mean, Aloe is Aloe. Like you could play almost whatever you want. It's just gonna be Aloe. So yeah, we're gonna go for the final because it's kind of a longer game of what we see before. They're gonna lead with their Thundy. I'm gonna with my cat because I'm Scarf. I'm gonna go for U-turn. They're gonna go for Focus Blast and miss. They're gonna switch. I'm just gonna go for a Nice Beam. Get some damage. We call it was like AV Samura gauging the damage of Ice Beam, I think, or just no, it was like AV. No, it was AV. So yeah, we decided to go into OG Mammoth here on the Great Tusk. Predicting the ceaseless edge. We're faster than them naturally. Uh, so even if they were max speed, the play was fine because we could just CC, go for a big CC on them, and I don't care. So yeah, they do have gold type, so we do have to pay attention for that. But here on the Thunders, I'm just gonna go for CC, and Thunders is already in range of regular Krajet, so we are really happy with that. In the still in the plan, like in the game plan of winning with Urshifu, like the game plan was winning with Urshifu. Urshifu was the win con and had like the matchup to win at that point. I didn't say it, but I'm gonna say it now because I it was the fifth match, I think, and we were when did the fifth? Yeah. It was like the or even the sixth. No, it was the sixth match. So we were losing at that point. So it was the decisive game of the final. Basically, we were losing 2-3, 2-3. So if we have win that game, we are 3-3, and we have a final game, like a tiebreaker, a real tiebreaker for the 7 game. And if I lose, they win overall. They win overall. So they got like there was a lot of pressure on our shoulders and on theirs as well. So yeah, just to for a bit of context, I should have said it earlier, but I forgot. But now you know. So Thundy at 26 in range of Oshifu. I'm just gonna switch into Krez because they're gonna click mainly Focus Blast or something else. They miss Focus Blast again, and they just stack the Cindy at that point because why not? They go into the Dragapult. I'm just gonna go for the Aloe just to check the set and gauging the damage on the crit. We know they are bended. We know they are bended. So we have to pay attention for that. Bended pole could be a bit annoying of my with my team, but between Cress, Gus, and Elo should be fine. They decided to bring their Radiance, their Volk, and the first problem begins. Like, what's Volk gonna do? Is it gonna Terra first? Is it gonna Giga at first? I don't know. I don't give a. It was like, okay, if Volk is here, they certainly gonna go for either a quiver or either a grass move, because they, I don't think they would go for a fire move like fire dance on the aloe, on the wish or whirlpool or something like that. So I just switch, taking no risk, go into the Among Us here. They tear grass and go for the quiver dance, and here is the thing, like, the first problem here. What what are we gonna go? What are we gonna do? Because we're Terra Water. We are Terra Water on the Among Us. Maybe Terra Fire was more interesting in that case, but yeah, maybe Terra Fire was more interesting in that game. But we couldn't like clearly define the Volterra. We thought either it was gonna be water, grass, or maybe fairy, but the mainly we thought about were um, grass and water. Mainly water, as far as I'm concerned, but um, but they were to grass. So the question was, do you tear rid of the bed to not die, or do we just clear smoke? Are they gonna go? Are they gonna predict a terror from us? What are they gonna do? We can't like switch out on the Volk like that, so they have like the pressure advantage. The most optimal play for us is definitely to get rid of the boost of the radiance, and we decided to terror water on the fairy dance to only take 23 angle for the clear smoke that do nothing but that get rid of the boost, and switch after into the cat, because the cat is carf, and even in case of quiver we were faster and we could have U-turned, have like and go for a stab U-turn with protein on it, but they're gonna go for Giga and switch on false roof. I'm just gonna go for U-turn, take the Rocky helmet damage, and go into Hollow back again. They go for U-turn, go into Dragapult this time. I'm just gonna go for Wish. Go into Crest to get the damage on the Dragon Dots, because we knew they were gonna go. They were going for mainly the Dragon Dots because they're already turret. So um, no one plays Force mode, because you have to Ghost now to have solid Ghost move on Pult. But by using their Terra on Volk, they kind of gave up their Ghost Terra Blast on default. So we knew Chris was kind of free, and with the Wii Shop, we take basically no damage. That thing's gonna come out. I'm just gonna go for a Calm Mind, first an Ice Beam, and a Calm Mind. It's just regular Fizz Def, I think. I go for an Ice Beam again on the Summer Isui switching in. I do the same play. They're gonna go for Ceaseless Edge again. I think I just go for Rocks that turn, because we were kind of predicting the Pulse to come in on the spin, but they didn't. They go for Brave Birds here on my spin, but I had to spin at that point. I get a lot of damage, kind of sacrificed myself to keep my rocks up, and they decided to U-turn. So the Corviknight is clearly now dead to thingy. Volk is. We don't know the set exactly. We don't know if they're speedy, not speedy, bulky. We don't know for now. We don't really know for now. We do know just they have some HP, but we don't know the exact speed they have. So there's that. At that point, that's the main info we miss. It's the speed they have on Volk. They decided to go into after I on the U-turn they go into the good Dressuya go into Shebag. They double into Samurai. I just Ice Beam here to get some damage on the with the rocks on the switch in and the Ice Beam. There's that. And then because I don't have a Mammon anymore to switch on the dark move, I go in my other thing in my Shifu, taking 25, but now I just go for Surging Strikes because Strikes is relatively free, because if they go in Cove to Sake, I don't take the Rock Helmet damage. If they go into Ballista, into Dipulse, they take Rocks plus quite a lot of damage, and if they go like in all the things, I could just go for CC after. They couldn't risk Volk here, because if I went for CC, it was like detrimental for them, because it was like super duper. I get a lot, like a clean 50 on them, I think, something like that. So just have to pray not to be burned by Flame Body, and yeah, but so Surgeon Strike 1, 2, and 3, 43 damage. So it's in range after already, but even more after rocks of Jet at +2. They go into Corey, they double into Corey as I double into my Cress. I don't know where they double instead of U-turning, but they were afraid of Jet killing already, maybe, but Jet wasn't killing, and maybe they wanted to just sack the Corv and have and see if they can have some Rocket Helmet damage on me. Sorry. So the double, I go for Ice Beam, doesn't kill. They can roost once. I go for Ice Beam. Another one doesn't do the trick. No freeze, no nothing. I just go for a few Ice Beam to get him below. Mana's gonna come back. Mana's at 50. I just switch back into Halo this time on the Ceaseless Edge. 31. They're gonna go for another one. I need to wish up. I switch back into Shifu. They're gonna go for Sacred Sword. They do only for 44. We knew it was a safe play to do that at that point, because we knew Sacred Sword couldn't kill. And either a water or the dark move could kill us. So yeah. And here I just want to we're gonna play the last turn here. Up, clack, Sacred Sword, and the Wish back. We pretty much gain almost all what we lost due to spikes in the move. Aloe is such a great mod. And here is like a tough turn, because we could set up an SD here, but the thing is, we don't know the speed of the Volk, and if the Volk is faster, SD is like not the play, because We go for SD, and if they go Volk, we can't afford to just set up an SD and have Volk in front and have them set up and be like, yeah, now you like, yeah, basically if Volk comes in this turn, it's bad for us. But if Volk doesn't come and is slower than us, then we could win at that point with an SD. And the thing was, okay, maybe that turn we just like CC, we just CC on something. We got back into Halo, we wish up, and and the next time on the Menace, we do that and we SD and we win because we have the opportunity to win. So they decided to go into Corviknight, and here if we SD'd, it was like over because I clicked Surgeon Strike every time, and at that point because he's in the range of Surgeon Strikes. But I go for CC 36, and they go into Pulse. I go for Surging Strikes because I take no Rocket Helmet damage, and we kill the Dragapults. Lovely. The Kudra is gonna come in. What were we afraid about? Yeah, we. What do we wanted to do on that turn? Because I could have. I think CC was like a roll, and we didn't want to risk our win con. I think it was that. So they go for the Draco Meteor. We tank one again by with lefties. Radiance is gonna go back, but we switch into Halo. We go here for the Healing Wish, so we have so we could heal directly the Meow Meow, the Meowscarada. We go for the U-turn because they manage. The thing is, on the Draco they managed to do the right double, and I think if we like we're on the cat, like if we double in the cat, maybe we could have played it as like they can't set up a quiver because it would have been like cat versus blank thing, and we could have gone for we could have done that once because we could have U-turned maybe on the switch on I don't know what thingy, and we should have after like Healing Wish and stuff, but like because they doubled on our double into Aloe because the play was to Healing Wish the Shifu and not the cat. They managed to have an opportunity to set up on my Healing Wish, and we knew because they were in before the cat went in, they were gonna be able to do so. And yeah, so it kind of changes the play, the game, and the game plan because with the game plan we had in mind, and we didn't see that opportunity coming, and we let that opportunity come, and yeah, like the uh, so I go to Crest here. They go for a Morning Sun, and here is where the game could have been tricky because we know they have Giga. Now we know they're full set, and they would have been walled by a Terrifier Among Us. And I'm super duper mad about that because they would have been so dumb like walled because the only thing I could click, I clicked versus them if we were to fire Among Us, but I say that like a lot, like 1 month after the game, like after with I've taken a step back from the game as well. So yeah, but Tailwater was like better in the mid at the moment, and yeah, and the thing is now we know they don't have Bug Buzz. We know Crest could set up on them, and We knew like okay they're one ahead, but we have to go for the setup war. They go for another quiver. We go for calm minds. And they go for the fire and dance, and the crit instantly, like wow. They only normally do like under 50, so I could have like set up uh, one more calm mind and try to heal after, and they get the boost, and they don't kill with the next one, but they get the boost again. But I have to heal twice, and it's pretty much over right now. Like, no, no, because I managed to get back. Fairy dance, they get another boost. I have to calm minds here to match up the boost and boost myself. But yeah, as you see, like they get all the boost, and I needed all the boost for me to be able to have my stall power do damage, and because of them getting the crit like early on, we couldn't do anything. Like it was over at that point, and now why do we knock off right there? That's oh and yeah, and because we didn't know the speed, we didn't know if they were faster or not, so I just go for Nox, and they go for Giga, and yeah, I could. Here we could have then go for U-turn and double U-turn. It would have done the trick, I think, because they wouldn't have failed. They could have failed a lot, and I think we kind of wanted them not to do that. We try and go into Among Us, and now at that point we know it's over. They +4. They set up. They managed to set up, and yeah, we love the final on that. We love the final on a crit. Yeah, I got like pretty unlucky, but props to Jaron. Super duper cool guy. Cool game, close game. Super duper close game. Both deserve the win, I think, and I think if we SD'd on turn, I think it was yeah, I think if we SD'd on turn 30 or 31, uh, we would have won the game. Clearly, we would have won the game, and we would have had another chance to win because there was a tiebreaker, and for the records, we lost the final 4-3 because Adrian won his national dex national dex game. So yeah, that's all for the FPL. Thank you for watching, following me and us in all this adventure. Please, people from Pokemon channel, um, first subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave a like. It's always useful. A comment to see to say and to tell if you like the way I comment, if my English is good enough, because I'm not English. I'm not an English native speaker. I'm French, as you might normally know, and yeah, and please spam him to so he can do the for you the resume, you know, of the last weeks of regular season and the playoffs. So you got all the games of the people, and yeah, thank you again everyone in the team for being so cool, lovely, nice and kind people. Thank you to Boston as well for organizing such a team tour. Uh, so yeah, GG again to Journey's team and the team. They were strong. They deserve the win, and yeah, I'm not even salty saying that. So yeah, thank you again. Take care. See you next time.